guys, welcome back to another episode of the Spotless Minds podcast. Here we talk about all things beauty, health, and wealth for women. Today I am sitting down with the beautiful, the wonderful Stacy Adonna. Stacy is an actress. She works in tech. She's an all-around boss woman. And I have been following your journey for, oh my gosh, like 6 years. How long ago did we meet and where did we meet? Can you remind me?
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for all of that.
Yes.
We met on Bigo. I think that's where we met. Bigo by
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Then we followed each other on Instagram and kind of just like stayed connected. And I just want to actually let you know, like I've actually been following your journey. Like you're a great actress. I think you were like
Thank
on
you.
All American. So I just want to give you your flowers on that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So did we ever meet in person? Is the question.
I don't think we got a chance to meet in person.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Were you living in LA at one point
Yeah,
or?
I left LA 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we never got to meet. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we will get the chance and actually in person. So tell me, I knew you were an actress, but I didn't know you worked in tech. Like, what got you in tech? How's it
Yeah.
going? Give me the deets.
Yeah. So I mean, I have like an admin background. So I kind of like I have my 4 year degree. I went to Cal State Northridge and got my degree in communications. They usually say like you can work in tech as long as you have a bachelor's. So it's like nowadays they don't really care. Like not that they don't care, but they're not really like super specific, like, oh, okay, did you get a degree in computer science or did you get a degree in, whatever. They just want to know that you have a 4 year bachelor's. So one day my friend told me like how much like she makes yearly, and she's like, yeah, get in tech, like that's the way right now. So yeah, I just tweaked my resume up a little bit and was interviewing for 6 months. Actually, I think it was longer than 6 months, like 7 months, and then I was finally given a good opportunity to work at
Mhm.
Abbott as a data um, analyst.
Nice. Okay, so
Clinical
tell me,
clinical data clinical data analyst. I just got the position. Yeah.
congratulations. Tell me about the money. You ain't gotta give me like, but
Yeah.
six
Yeah, it's
figures,
good.
seven, like what's the
Yeah,
tea?
I mean it's definitely good. With little experience, obviously you're gonna start like at, entry level, but all I'm gonna say is that it's definitely good. Definitely
Okay.
good.
Okay. Okay, cool. And so with that being said, how is that affecting your acting journey? Are you still on that? Like what's your
Yeah.
how are
So
you balancing that
yeah, for sure. So nothing will ever affect acting. I moved out here for acting. So
from?
um Sacramento,
Okay.
California.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, nothing will ever get in the way of acting. I've always told myself that. I still audition till this day. So, if it's one of those things where I'm in an office, and I get like a life changing audition or an audition in general, I'm auditioning. I'm gonna let them know, like, you knew what it was, and I'm going home and auditioning, and yeah, everything
Period.
will be fine. Yeah, it's good. Since I was in college, working two jobs and stuff, I've always known how to like balance things. So yeah, it's definitely not hard at all.
Well, give us some tips on balancing life.
Okay.
Like how do you
So
keep everything scheduled and maintained and all that
yeah,
type of stuff?
yeah. Well, for me, definitely praying. I feel like praying for me is like the number one thing. I go to church every Sunday. I've been going to church since I was a kid. But yeah, just praying, writing things down, writing things in your calendar. Like this is what I'm doing. This first, 3 days, 2 days, next 2 days, and just kind of just like writing things down on your calendar. So that's how I balance my days.
How do you balance it mentally, like through mental health, through hard times? How do you do it?
Yeah. So again, like so the first point I made again is just praying. What I like to do sometimes, like I haven't done it in a minute because I've been so busy, but what I typically like to do is go to like Malibu or just a beach and just kind of just like write things down, look into the waters. That's what kind of helps me and my mental and stuff when I'm by myself and just kind of just like writing things down and like.
Are you a water sign?
I'm a Cancer. I don't really do astrology like that, but I'm
Okay.
a Cancer.
Okay, I don't know what a Cancer is, but that is one of
Girl,
my
they be saying that we're emotional and all that type of stuff. I'm like, leave me
same
alone.
here. Same here. I'm a Pisces, so they say we're super emotional, and I don't hear too many people. Actually, I can't think of one person I've heard on the podcast so far who talks about like the power of sitting next to water.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but like when you're sitting on a beach or when you're sitting in front of a lake, like your thoughts are able to flow on a whole different level.
I agree, and I don't know I don't know what it is, but I know like my this lady that was like a grandma to me and my brothers, like she had passed away last year, and all I did was just go to like the ocean, like just go to the beach and just look. I don't know what it is about the water, but it's just very relaxing for me. So
Mm-hmm.
when I'm trying to heal, from whatever the case might be, I just go like again, pray and then go to the beach. And it always helps for me.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about healing. Maybe
Oh,
something that you want to share, of course. Something you've had to heal from, and how'd you do it?
oh, okay. Oh my God, let's talk about it because I think I'm being as I talking about it. So, yeah, I mean, I was definitely I was dating somebody. I was dating somebody for like 8 months, and just having to get over that has been good. I mean, for the first few months, it's hard and stuff, but what works for me, and this is not, I'm not like advising anyone, I'm not a relationship guru or anything, but I know like what works for me is literally, again, like I don't mean to be repetitive, but praying. Like praying
Well,
works for me.
prayer without works is dead.
Mm,
So besides praying, like I know like when I pray, God tells me what to do.
right.
What is it that he tells you to do for this situation?
Yeah, get up, look cute, continue working, you know, going to church, and just focus on myself. Really, that's the only thing I got. Like I love dressing up, looking myself in the mirror, and like, wow, you're gorgeous, and you have a big heart. And I tell myself that all the time. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
if I'm cocky. That's just what it is. I look at myself every day and I thank God. I'm like, thank you so much. Like you literally, I'm not perfect, but you definitely took your time. Like I have a great heart. I'm bomb and can't wait to meet my husband one day. Like you're lost type of thing. So it's just like I don't know, reminding myself. Yeah, reminding myself that I'm beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's so powerful. The getting up and getting cute. Ugh. And
Yeah.
one thing I love about you is you're just like me in the fact that you love to change your hairstyles. And
I
that's one
do.
of the biggest like things I think can change your beauty in general is making sure your hair is done and then also changing it up and being spontaneous with it will get you out of a funk quick.
It's so crazy that you're talking about hair because I was literally just talking to a friend. I really want to try. I think they call it like a 613 blonde, like the platinum blonde.
Yes.
And I can pull off any look, but I with that one specifically, I just feel like if it's like an install, like I have to always be done. Like I don't wear makeup every day, and I feel like with that kind of hairstyle, I feel like that's the only hairstyle that I'm afraid to do because I don't know. I just, I feel like I'm gonna have to be dressed every day, and I'm not dressed every single day. My
Mhm.
friend was like, just do a closure. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna look good with that type of hair color. So I'm trying to. I think that's the only color I haven't done yet. Well, I have done a platinum blonde color, but it had like dark roots. So I want to try like this all like platinum blonde.
I can't wait to see that on you. I want to try that one too. Even in braids, I've been wanting to try it, but I'm still too like it's a hard one to pull off for
Yeah,
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. For
Okay.
sure. So we'll have to see.
I love that. I saw on your page the other day that you were at the Juneteenth event
Mhm.
and something went down. Can you tell me what went down?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll say is just, okay, I'll tell you what went down. I'll give my opinion on it. But so it was great. We're celebrating, Black people. And with everything, there's always, bad apples. Bad apples that ruin it for everybody. So
Right.
I don't know what it was, but they say when Black people, when somebody runs, everybody else runs, right? So somebody said that apparently, like, these younger Black guys went into McDonald's and stole cash register, and yeah, and I don't know, and two people were fighting and people just started running. I remember it was me and my friend, we were running. I got stuck in like this like table area where I'd have to like hop over it, like a fence type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally fell and hit my head, like literally fell in my head, like a scar right here,
Oh
scar.
my.
Yeah, so I'm like really big on health and I don't play when it comes to head injuries. So I took myself right to the hospital. Well, it took us an hour to find our car, an hour and a half to find our car. And I went straight to the hospital. The doctor said, "Oh no, you're good. It's not anything you need a CAT scan for or anything." So yeah, it was unfortunate because it's like, trying to celebrate the freedom of Blacks and it's like this happens. And it's like it is annoying because then you have other people and other races like, okay, see, this is why you can't give this group of people stuff. It's not just about that. The main thing was to celebrate, right? And like I said, with everything, there's unfortunately the annoying ones, but that's just, I don't know. At the moment,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, sorry.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh yeah, at the moment I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie, I was frustrated because I'm just like, Black people, we have to do better. Like, I'm sorry, like we have to do better. And I know sometimes it kind of gets a little tricky because I'm Nigerian, right? So like, the whole Africans versus African American, which I mean, hopefully one day that will stop. But I feel like I can say because I was born here, like we have to do better, just in general. I feel like we have to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
just how I feel about that. But I'm okay. Could have been worse. You
Yeah,
know,
thank God.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you hit on a topic that I would love to have with you, the Africans versus the African Americans. So first of all, I seen your cooking video. You cooked the stew, the chicken stew, looked delicious. What is your relationship right now with Nigeria? Um, and have you been? How's that
Yeah.
been?
So I unfortunately haven't been since I was like 17 years old. Life has just been really busy, really, really busy. But I'm planning on going this December. And I'm just really excited. Last time I went to my parents' village. I went to Lagos, and it was just so much fun when I went. I didn't want
Is
to come
it
back.
Lagos or Lagos?
I mean, it was tomatoes, tomato. It's
Okay.
Lagos, Lagos, yeah,
Okay.
Lagos, yeah. So I mean,
I was
yeah,
like, maybe I don't know the actual
yeah,
proper name.
yeah. No, so yeah, it was great when I went. I do plan on going back in December. I loved it.
Mhm. Do you know the Africans' perspective on the beef with us? Or do you
Um,
think it's more of our beef? Because one thing I noticed when I went to Nigeria in 2019 was that our like African American movies, music, culture is heavily like influencing them. Well, I wouldn't even say fashion wise, but our movies are played over there a lot. I seen a lot of Nicki Minaj. I saw all of our like top movies, Best Man, all of that stuff when you go to the market and you're shopping.
yeah,
And sometimes I'm like, is it just us with the beef, or do you think they have beef too?
I think it's mutual
Mm.
for sure. I think it's mutual. I mean, the only group of it was African Americans that were calling me African booty scratchers. It wasn't white people. Yeah, it was people who looked like me. I remember like uh, and people are probably gonna be like, "Girl, let that go," because I've had conversations with like two of my African American friends, and um, it's just one of those things where um, they're all like, okay, well, that was a long time ago. And it's like, I'm not carrying the hurt. It's just conversation. But yeah, so like, I remember when my mom was bringing food to the potluck and a lot of people loved it, but then you also had the ignorant ones. It's like, what is that? That smells nasty. Like African booty scratchers coming from, Black Americans. So I think it is a mutual thing. I think African Americans did make it hard for Africans. And then what frustrates me is, I mean, I don't want to say frustrates me because I'm working on it. What I guess annoyed me is just like 20 years later, everyone's saying they're 30% Nigerian, or, they're bumping, Burna Boy and stuff, which is, again, like, I get it, but it's just what comes to mind is like, whoa, I try to tell you guys that you guys were African, but every time I try to say that, it's like, oh, I'm not. I'm actually African American. I'm not African. So it's just crazy how the tables turn. But I will say also Africans have to do a better job of not making African Americans feel shitty. Because I will say that a lot of Africans are very judgmental towards African Americans. They call them lazy and just stuff like that. So I will say that that's why I feel like it's like a mutual thing, for both parties.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts from change, and like I know, like I gave you examples of where the hurt came from for me. But yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling here.
That's good. It's good because yeah, it is a new thing even for me. Like even still when I tell my mom, yeah, like I'm going to Africa, I'm going to Ghana in December. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Africa. She's like, for what? Like, we're not African. What's your big obsession with it? And it's like the past generation, I think, is what put that in our heads of the African booty scratcher. The people before, and I can't even always blame them because of the internet. The internet has like completely transformed. I wouldn't have felt safe to go to Africa after hearing what all of my family and friends said about it until I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, no, like mad people go all the time. Like there's plenty of Black Americans over there enjoying it. But you don't know that if your whole circle is like, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely get where you're coming from, and that's the power of, I guess, researching and stuff. But even when you do research, you do see stuff that's like, I don't know, I guess will scare you and stuff. Because I know, like in December, past December, my parents went to Nigeria, and I think it was the election at the time. Usually, when it's election, they do a lot of do a lot of like that stuff, like in the village and stuff. So I was trying to tell my dad, like, don't go. But that's where he was born. So obviously he's gonna feel comfortable and stuff. But yeah, that time wasn't the best time to go because of the election. But other than that, Nigeria is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Chris Brown even said like one of the best houses is in Lagos. Like Lagos, like you go to Lagos, and it's beautiful.
Right. 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 And
Showing what
there's bad stuff happening here. I mean, our kids can't even go to elementary school without a threat. So yeah. It's not just there. I want to get into a little bit of your acting journey. Can you tell me how that's been going for you?
Yeah.
Or what your perspective is on it in this current climate, 2023?
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about it. So, I mean, I really just been enjoying the acting journey. My team is great when it comes to auditioning, right? So they do give me a lot of like, I like to say like life-changing roles, like life-changing audition roles and stuff. It sucks when I don't book, obviously, it does suck when I don't book, but I know that my time is coming and God has my story written for me, but I won't lie. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, like what? Like how many times do I have to do this? But I understand, I'm gonna get more no's than that yes, So really just been enjoying the journey. I've done shorts. And yeah, that's really what my career has been, really just auditioning and just like, doing shorts and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. All those no's get hard. And uh ugh, like it's bringing back all of my memories. Because yeah, that I thought maybe like it was only in that industry, but it's funny because you're gonna get a lot of no's in life in general.
For sure. For
And
sure.
it's not just that industry. It's like you have to learn how to take your nose with like your head up high. What do you tell yourself after you get another no? Like how do you keep the motivation going?
I throw away the script after every. Not that I throw it away, but I don't look at the script. I don't go back and ask my agents about it. I keep it pushing. I do the best that I can on that self tape or in that in person audition. But after that, like it's like if it's for me, it's for me. I don't know what they want. I can only just worry about doing my best and worry about giving a good show, and that's it. So I
Mm-hmm.
just to answer your question, I just keep it pushing after. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
do
so
want to answer. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I want to.
No, that was go ahead.
So you asked me what I think about it in 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact, and I talk about this all. I think this is even my college thesis. I think, but the fact that Halle, we're gonna bring up the Oscars to talk about the Oscars, right? Like the fact that Halle Berry has been the only woman to win, I mean, Black woman to win, Best Actress. And we're in 2023, and now it's 2000. I just think that is just like it needs to change. Like Hollywood is getting better with now giving opportunities for Black women. It is getting better, but it needs to keep. There needs to be. It has to keep like circling. It has to get better because the fact that I'm sure that they gave supporting to Lupita and like Regina King and a lot of these other great Black actresses, but why do you think that since it's just such a huge gap? Like why hasn't there been a Black actress to win Best Actress? And
Mm,
like, well, has their work been great? I was like, I think
yeah.
so. Yeah, I think so. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make it all about the Oscars, but
You
it's just
you know their work is great when you go around white people or like any other demographic and you know the first thing that other races do. That's so funny. They go, "Oh yeah, I watched a movie the other day and they named their like two Black actors that they know. You know they don't know anybody else, but they named two." And
yeah,
every single time I have an encounter like that, they name people who should have won that award.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I know we're well more than deserving of it. And like one of the biggest reasons why I decided to go ahead and leave was because I got so tired of asking and wanting it. And I feel so grateful to have like uh the internet, social media to be able to still showcase us because I think at the end of the day, that's the only way we are even able to tap into those spaces is by first giving each other spaces.
Okay.
By like me, yeah, by like me having you on the platform, by you showing up and being on the platform is a way to show that like we're giving each other the spaces whether you're there or not. And
Absolutely,
that makes you more in demand.
I agree. That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it got very exhausting. Um, not hearing anything back after the auditions and wanting it so bad. Ooh, so bad. So yeah, we're definitely beautiful. I think the most beautiful women on the planet, if you ask me. Maybe I'm biased, but like look at us. Like, come on now. Come on now.
Oh
It
man,
don't
see,
get better than this.
I was gonna really say some stuff, but I don't know. I'll just keep it to myself. But I know that Black women are the examples. They're the trendsetters. That everyone culturally appropriates the Black woman from our lips to our. Okay, let's keep it cute. But yes,
We're the blueprint. We're the blueprint. And it's like, I am so ready, especially with this platform, to show people continuously that we are the blueprint. And so if once I get some money in this, I'm ready to like really cash out on Black women and really spread our message. So with that being said, what is your message that you would like to get across today on this podcast?
and just be kind, be great, chase that dream. You know, I always like to say, if the people that we look up to, right, like, I mean, let's just say entertainers, like, you know, like Will Smith is, we're talking entertainment wise, Will Smith and Halle Berry, that are the people who I look up to in the industry, right? But obviously, like my mom and dad are the people who I like really look up to. I just feel like if they can do it, you can too. So really just be a good person. Don't expect anything back when you're being good, because the Lord sees you. And that's the message I have. Just continue being a great person. If you're watching this, to the little brown girls, like Black girls, like, I know it could be hard for us, but continue pushing. At the end of the day, you know, like you said, we're the blueprint. So yeah, that's my message.
And how can people get in contact with you?
You guys can get in contact with me through Instagram. That is my main social media. Adonna, ADANNA_S.
Yay! Thank you so much for this podcast today. It was so good. So good talking to you. People are going to love it.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you for having me. Oh my
You're
gosh.
welcome.
And sorry for the, like, you know, being late and stuff. And
Don't apologize. I messed up in this process too. So it's okay.
we're here. We're here.